there has been an attack on teachers for a long time. This is part of what the feeling is with this too.
The state is pushing for new high school graduation requirements despite educator concerns.
If the Committee of 10 in 1892, they were tasked with coming up with what the modern American high school would look like. This is industrialization, the height of things like they had this thing that they needed to deal with, which was, if all of this legislation now says that we cannot have child labor, what are we going to do with them? And they got to go to school.
So on the one hand, definitely need an update since 1890. It's a different world. Our culture is different. That said, do I think Indiana should be the first? That's a risk.
I think the big idea, we currently have it though, so it's not a new idea. I think the big idea that students should have agency and choice over certain elements of their high school education is smart. I do not believe there is one right way for every single child. When we have such a diverse group of students who we are educating in the state, I mean, I'm talking racially diverse, ethnically diverse, linguistically diverse. We have students who have been here for generations and others who are newcomers. We have students across rural, urban, and suburban environments. We have so many different kinds of students. I am deeply concerned that taking away things like world history, economics, world languages, this will make the world smaller for a group of people who need to understand the interconnectedness of the world more than any prior generation. And that's doing a disservice to our future citizenry and frankly to the future of the Republic. If this United States project is going to continue, we need citizens who care about continuing it. And they need to understand what that means as far as this very diverse and pluralistic nation. If we take away world history and we only teach US history, they will not go into public policy making. They will not go into economics and the global business market with knowledge that they need in order to best leverage their own interests or the interests of the United States. And I think it's short-sighted. I think it will cause a bit of a scramble, especially for high school students and their parents. Of course, they say that it's not going to be official until the class of 2029.
When it was rolled out earlier this year, I felt, as a teacher, kind of blindsided, I guess. It felt very quick, like we're trying to, react to something as opposed to really think about what students need. And so it was just I just felt like, did anybody actually think about how this is going to be executed in schools themselves?
Education is an easy institution to affect because it's a public good. And so if the legislature makes a law, like changing the diploma structure, everybody just has to implement it, right? That doesn't mean they give us the funds to be able to do it. It doesn't mean that they give us the support to be able to do it or the forethought to be able to do it. It doesn't mean that they looked at the research to be able to do it, but sometimes they just do it.
Big fans of public school, so grateful for their time and dedication as they work to execute so many policies that are just beyond their control.